Alright, well it's really early in the morning. The sun is just about to come up. I'm about to drive off to one spot and then truck off into the woods and find my cam and change out one of the cards in that. And then I'm about to go up to the place where I just had missing time. And I'm going to see what I can do out there. I'm going to put a camera out there, and I'm just going to wander around a little bit, just show you the area. Hopefully I won't get lost again. I don't intend going up and around this rock this time. I'm just going to show you the rock. And then, well, when I get up there, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Anyway, I have my camera, EMS, a sound recorder. I got an analog compass, and some other stuff, and my gun. This time I'm bringing a gun. Alright, so I'm out of here. Well, we're going to head up into the mountains a bit. That's the mountain that I got lost in, and I'm about to head up to the waterfall and try to retrace my steps just a little bit. So let's ride. Alright, you see I'm on an old logging road. To my right, they are logging. It's an old logging forest. It could be why my guys aren't out here, and they're not very happy about it, because they've just come in this year and started logging again. They're done now because they do it all in the in the winter and all that kind of stuff. But they already made quite a mess of it, and I have a funny feeling that that's why I had that activity happen. So we'll find out if we can get out there again. Alright, it was down in here that my friend came out. I was way up the road here. If we can get up there. Somewhere up here the waterfall should be. Last time I parked here, I was parked right in the middle of the road, with my keys in the car, all my guns, and everything, and was gone for 2.5 hours or so. Well, I'm not going to do that this time. Alright, here I go. I'm going to park right here. Okay, here I am. Here's my Jeep. The time is, whatever that says, it's 7 o'clock, okay? I've got my gear, and I'm going to head in. Alright, here's the waterfall I was talking to you about the other day. I was wondering, and the video didn't come out, but hopefully this video will come out. It is recording. That's the waterfall thing I was saying. I was wondering if there was caves up in there, and there was actually a cave right over there. So I will have to come back and look in there. But here, we're going to do a quick thing of what I did. Okay? Let's just hope I don't get lost. I walked over to there, and we'll do it live. I can smell animals really strong. Really strong. Okay. Here we go. Alright, I'm on the other side now. There's my car, my truck. There's my doggy. There's the waterfall. Now watch, let's just see what happens. This is what I did last time. See all these piles of rocks? Now watch this. I walk down here. Wow. It really stinks of animals. Wow. So anyway, here I am. Now, this is where I walked up, right there, to those rocks. Now look, I can still see my truck. There it is. Waterfall's there. Stream is right here. Now what I did was I walked up there, I walked around those stones, and presumably came right back down here. My buddy did the same thing, and we were lost. I'm gonna go over here where I smell the smell and see if I can find those footprints, but I'm gonna backtrack. Instead of go that way, I'm gonna go around this way. Okay? I'm gonna go over there. Now I should be able to see the car. It's over here. Right up there. There it is. Okay. 7 o'clock again, a little after. I'm heading over here. Remember I was saying I was seeing digging around here? Well, you don't remember because the video didn't turn out. Well, there's digging happening around in here. Now watch this. There's the rock pile. Okay? There's the big tree. I commented on the last time I was here. I walked down here and I went down here to the water. I see footprints all over the place. I don't know if you can see it, probably can't. But anyway, here we go. The dog's smelling stuff down here big time. Anyway, I mean it stinks of animals. Phew. Anyway, this is the area. It just looks really weird for some reason. And there's a nice little pile of rocks. Might be a burial of some sort. But anyway, I walked down to this river. My car, I can actually... I hope I'm not lost again, because I couldn't be, because I'm only 100 yards from my car. Now I see it right through there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. Now, I'm going to cut this just for a second. Alright, I'm still in the same spot. My car's over there and all that, and there's the big tree, wherever it is, right up there. Alright. I walked down here. My friend was with me. You see this? Here's the footprints that I was saying about. See? I came down here and I was recording, and I said, okay, I'm right here. And I was looking for gold, as I always do. And I said, okay, well, my car's right there. So I walked down here. This is weird. This is really weird. Oh my God, I don't know what to think. This is really strange. This is really bizarre. Okay. I'm kind of scared to do it. There goes my dog. He just did it. Okay, so I came down here. I was looking for footprints. I could see a big dog print, my dog. And I crossed over right here. And I was walking along here. And then I walked around this edge. You can actually see my footprints. I walked around this edge. I looked in this hole. I was thinking, wow, that's kind of a neat hole. I went over here. And I was thinking about, wonder if there's fish in here. Brookies. I came down here. And I said, okay, this is real neat. And I thought, oh, I'll have to go down there one day. Well, I know all I have to do is go that way, and the car is over there, right? Well, this is where everything happened weird, because I didn't end up, I turned this way, I know I did, because I know where the car is, it's right there. I can actually see it. Okay, so I said, all right, I'll just head back. We're going to watch my watch just to see if anything weird happens here, but I'm going to cross. there. I remember these, the skunk cabbage. And I was just walking back. I can actually see the car from here. Well, I don't remember walking this far. I remember those. So it was right here somewhere that I ended up, and I'll show you when we get back to the car here. I don't know how I got there, but the next thing I knew that I was aware of, and I'm going to stop here actually for a second because I see a sign. Starting to see the old little down pine branches again. A few more. All right, I just want to make sure. Yes, I can still see the car. Car's over there. No problem. Right? Now, what happened to me, from here on, I ended up in those mountains, and we'll get a view later, maybe 3 miles up in those mountains, climbing up way out there. My car's here. I ended up way out there, miles out. My buddy went the other way. When he crossed the stream, he ended up way down there in the woods, about a mile back. And it seemed like a few seconds. And it was actually hours. So I don't smell that strong animal smell as bad now, but I'm going to pull out my EMF meter, see if anything is weird here. Okay, you can see there's no reading. There shouldn't be. There's no electricity out in the middle of the woods. Let's go down towards the water. Alright, I'm going to have to figure this out a little bit better. Well, if that moves, I'm going to freak out. What's up? You alright? My dog's acting really skittish all of a sudden. I'm just tagging on my leg. He doesn't usually do that. Alright, I'm going to go back up in there where the footprints were, and the car's still over there. I'm aware of myself, and I'm going to put a camera up in there. Okay, so here I go. Okay, this is going backwards now. This is the stream again. Doggy's acting really weird in front of me. Alright, obviously a lot of traffic down here. And there's a lot of smell up here, etc. So we're going to put the camera up in here. See what I mean about the down pine leaves? There they are, there they are. The digging areas. So, and there's the rocks. But it seems like my dog's really interested in this down here. I'm going to have to start looking around for more signs here. Wow, what a smell now again. Jeez. Alright, anyway, put my camera out. Alright, I got my camera out. It's right there, as you can see. It's not really well hidden, but isn't a lot of places to hide it here, and I'm not really worried about it just yet. I want to see what happens. Anyway, it looks like there's a path that comes up through here, etc. I just heard a growl out there, like a snort. I don't think it's anybody that I should be worried about. Anyway, this is the area. I'm going to go up to those rocks. My car is over there. It should be. It better be. And we'll see about that stuff. Let's check out my EMF. I can get it to focus. Nothing's happening there. And nothing happened over by my cam. Here's the tree. I broke off that branch. Here's the tree. Nothing on it. No marks. That's it. It's like 6 feet a little around 6 feet up in the air. You ready to go up there? Go check it out? Let's go do that. Here's more of the pine needles down again. Yeah, fresh ones. This is where I thought would be a great place to hang out. That's where I started to see all that first stuff. That's a nice little break. Gosh, it stinks. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave the camera going this time. And my car should be right over there. But somehow, going that way, around this rock, and going down there, I ended up way out in those mountains out there. How I found myself, how I became aware of myself was when I did. I started looking around, I had an opening, and I could see these mountains. And since I've been out here for so long, I kind of know all these mountain tops, kind of like how everything works. And that's how I found my way out. But I was like 3 miles up there for some reason in a matter of minutes. So we'll just check this again. Alright, I'm going to head back to the car and we're going to make it. Hey, good news, my car's there. I didn't end up 3 miles out in the woods this time. Yeah, everything looks the same. There's the waterfall. Cool. Alright, well, that's what happened to me and my buddy. I ended up 3 miles up that way, way up in the woods. And he ended up way down the other way, up in the mountain, about a mile back. How that happened, I have no clue, because it's just such an easy little area. So something's going on down here, and we're going to find out. It's, what is it? It's Wednesday, the 11th, I think, of May, 10th or 11th. And I'll be back in a week, and I'll see what we have on our trail cams. I can't wait to see what's on my trail cam from the other place, but we'll see in a minute when I get home. Well, a minute to you, hours to me. Alright, later. Okay, I'm going to leave out 4 rocks. 3 of them I found here, and the little black one, to me, is a favorite rock of mine. I found miles and miles away from here, and probably a couple of years ago. It just makes me feel good, that rock. I don't know why I pick up rocks like that whenever I feel something about it. Looks like a meteorite. But anyway, that's what I'm going to leave and see what happens next time. All right, now I'm out of here. Sun's up. Gonna get home.